Sounds like someone wants to get funky.
It's Comix Podcast with Mighty Mosby, Mob Stash, and Esther Starr. Here is your host, Esther Starr.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
Oh, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of fucking Comix. Thank you guys for joining us. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram.
Whose entrance was I doing?
Jericho, dude. Yeah, homie, Jericho. You can't deny that. So as AI Denzel Washington said, I am Estes Stark. Right over here is Mobstash, and we are Comix. Welcome to episode 172 of Comix Podcast. That is my dog barking outside. Please ignore her. She's trying to go ahead and stop anybody that's trying to jump our fence. So let's see. Oh boy, we got a fucking show for you guys today. First off, I want to thank you guys for joining us. And this episode of Comix, I love saying that, is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. Yes, we did partner with Dubby Energy. We want you guys to go ahead and check them out. Dubby Energy is a clean energy drink that is marketed towards gamers. It's really, really good. There is no, W gives you the focus energy without the jitters and the crash. It has no sugar, fillers, or artificial dyes. This stuff is delicious. This stuff is good, and it keeps me going throughout the day. I have the big energy tiers. That is the jitterless energy blend. So if you guys go ahead and check out W Energy, if you guys go ahead and use Comix10 at checkout, you guys get 10% off of your guys' order. So I know Ash ordered his. He's just waiting for it to show up.
What is the name of the elf in Harry Potter?
The elf?
Yeah, the little guy. Is it Dobby?
Dobby.
Okay, got it.
There's a difference. Dobby. So one's sad, the other one gets you through the day. So you decide which one it is. So there's that. There's always that.
Good. I take it on my box. It's really good.
That's gross. It's gross.
Not Dobby, Dubby. Dubs.
So let's see. We've got, as we do every episode, we've got the drink of the evening, and this drink, we're keeping it simple today. Ash and I are just drinking beers. I've got this beautiful 805 Cerveza, big old boy. 805 is actually really, really good. I don't know what the hell happened, but my computer decided to switch off or something, but here we go. We got 805 Cerveza over here, and this is actually a very good, refreshing drink. You guys got to pick it up. Since summertime's coming around, you guys got to pick up some 805 Cerveza. I wish they sponsored us. They don't, but I wish they did. That would actually be pretty cool. So on that note, cheers to y'all. And as always, we like to kick off the show with comments. This week, we've got a shit ton of comments. A lot of comments came in this week, and I thank you guys for commenting on our show. We are a live interactive podcast. So what I do appreciate is when you guys go ahead and leave comments for us, we can go ahead and read them on the following episode. So whatever we're talking about, we'd like you guys to go ahead and comment. If you think we're missing something, please let us know. And let's go ahead and get kickstarted with some comments. Ash, what do you got going for comments?
Blake Spear Knights Spire or Spear 9616 says, can we please finally get the MCU standalone Hulk movie?
Yes.
Like y'all got time and money for the absolute trash movies y'all been trying.
Wow.
Just unleash Ruffalo Hulk movie. They're really making Thor 5 before Hulk 1. Please understand that I am reading as you're talking. So, like, if I say, because it really said they really making, so it's not making fun of anybody. It's I'm reading
verbatim.
Yeah, that's how it's being said. So
I hear thee.
Yes, Ruffalo, and then also, I mean, when they gave the nod to Planet Hulk in Thor 3, Thor 2, Thor 3, yeah. So, and I also loved. I mean, maybe that's how She-Hulk could come back, just not on her own thing, but like as in his movie. And I don't mean to demean that. I just more mean it could give us more time to get her flesh out her character and like
flesh it out.
That kind of thing. Yeah,
flesh
it out
with a fleshlight.
Yeah, that's sad that I learned what that was on this show.
I know you had no idea what a fleshlight was.
I've seen it advertised on Instagram, but I didn't know that's what it was called.
That was a classic episode. Someone needs to go back and find that, and you guys can listen to Ash's innocence just get crumbled away learning about a fleshlight.
Sad is I'm the oldest one of you guys, and I still.
I know. That is sad. So it's okay.
Yeah, I hope for a standalone movie as well. I just. We went from movie show to this big ass pause with this phase that now it's like by the time we're getting stuff, we're kind of like, oh, Agatha, that's cool. It's a little
that's awesome.
My interest is not there. Yeah. I mean, we've done the show and then Doctor Strange 2, or was it? Yeah, it was Doctor Strange 2, right? She was in, and we've done all that before we've even gone back to this Agatha thing. But I mean, she was in
Doctor Strange. She was in WandaVision.
No. I'm saying we've had Scarlet Witch show up twice before even getting this Agatha thing.
Yeah, but we're not getting Scarlet Witch isn't going to be an Agatha, so.
No. But I'm just saying in general, so far as it's.
I think the one thing
we don't get Mephisto because we were waiting for that throughout the whole movie.
We're not getting Mephisto. We're not. No, we're not going to get Mephisto. We're not. The one thing that's frustrating, though, the one thing that's super frustrating is the fact that they start leaking all these fucking titles, for the Agatha show, and then it's. And it's like they got lazy with it. They're like, we'll just go ahead and, fucking call it Agatha all along. Let's be honest, that was lazy.
Agatha all along?
That's the name of the title.
I mean, there was that Chronicles of Narnia fucking title that was all this long, but
yeah. Oh, Bully! Bully 9185 says, I wish they would have given us a standalone Hulk movie instead of Madden Web. Well, I mean, yeah. But keep in mind, Bully, that the rights just went back to Marvel. I think the rights just went back to Marvel when Infinity War came out.
Are you going to watch Madden Web?
No.
I might.
Homie,
I just saw Morbius like in February, so it'll be that long, but I probably will see it.
Homie, I saw Madam Web on fucking TikTok, dude. Just like scrolling through and like seeing like bits and pieces, and I was able to piece together the fucking movie and watch it, and it was still trash. So,
it has that Sweeney chick in it, right?
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, let me watch it.
You're just trying not to. You're just trying not to swing on TV.
Let's face it. This is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
It's true. It's not.
I mean, just coming out of the shower and talking about my nuts, and that's how I met your wife. That sounded bad.
That did sound bad. Yeah,
that sounded real bad.
That sounded really bad.
It's my introduction wise when we went all to a vacation. But moving on. Yeah. That really did sound bad. I didn't mean it to sound like that.
I know. Move on. Next comment, please.
All right. Next comment. There's so many of these things that are like, hey, by the way, blah, blah. Let me say this. We are at 233.
Ooh, 233 subscribers.
We are. We're getting up there. Phil Adams says, I concur. Again, this is to Thundercats, A Dream Come True, or A Nightmare.
That was what we were talking about, the live action Thundercats.
Right. We got 2 comments on that. What could go wrong? I concur. And that's from Philvis77.
Okay.
And then Ron234 Holt, which sounds very Squid Games, is J Hope. It's surprisingly good. That might be I Hope. Maybe.
It's most likely. It's most likely.
Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. It's I Hope. I hope it's surprisingly good. But secretly hoping include some of this kind of dialogue. Oh, and then he puts a YouTube. Okay. Well.
I actually did see that. That YouTube video was bloopers. They're Thundercat bloopers, and it's the voice actors like cursing and shit on there. So, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then everything else is 7 days ago. Did you guys do comments last week?
No, because those comments probably came in after the show.
Okay. Heavyweight, welcome back. Says,
"Oh, Heavyweight.
What are our thoughts are as Henry Cavill as Lionel?"
Yeah, Heavyweight. It's bad. I'm not too into that. Not too into that. I mean, I'm sure.
Not that I didn't mean to cut you off. A younger dude. I mean, I don't not probably first the age Chris Pratt was for Guardians 1 would have been cool, and then Henry Cavill as Panthro, just so you have that Brian Vin Diesel vibe, or Paul Walker Vin Diesel vibe of the guy who knows everything and the guy that's like learning about the world. But honestly, I'm scrolling this much because it's a new subscriber, and I want to say fucking thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for subscribing to our YouTube. We're trying to get to reach to 500 subscribers, and then obviously hit the other milestones.
Well, let's make it more realistic. By the end of the year, let's try to hit 300. And if we hit 300, I will do 10 shots on the show.
No, you won't. You'll die. Don't do that.
No, I'll do 10. I'll take a lot of water and everything, but I'll do 10 shots to celebrate 300.
I thought you were going to go and take off your shirt.
No, I mean, I maybe after 10 shots, probably, but I'll draw in the abs. Like Adam Sandler.
Just use a little bit of airbrushing just to kind of get the highlighting.
Bully's talking about Madam Web. If you want to click on that.
Let's see. Bully says it's on Netflix. I tried watching it. I couldn't make it to the end. I agree with you. I can't. I was the same way with Morbius. I saw Morbius on Netflix. I had to watch it like in 3 different phases just because it was bad. So,
well, I saw fucking Showgirls on Netflix, and I couldn't make it to the end. But the towel was stiff.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. You're fucking disgusting.
You look nervous.
You're nasty, dude.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty. Jesus.
But those are all the comments. Everything else is new subscribers.
Awesome, cool.
Which I didn't mean for that to sound like a hindrance, but that's awesome.
It's all good, dude. All right. So, moving on to the show, we got quite a bit of news for you guys that we're going to go ahead and talk about and throw out there. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our first segment, which is going to be rapid fire news. It's not. I don't know why that one played.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing
I
you've
don't know
caught
why
me
that
doing.
did that twice. It's okay. I don't know. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm the one trying to go ahead and get sound effects on this
I
thing.
love though. Have you ever seen those DJs? I think those DJs that it'll pause like right during the breakdown or something, and then they'll put like a movie quote, and then like say hello to my little friend. And boom, 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 boom. Like I love when they fucking put something we all know. Like when nerds are DJs, it's always the best.
Oh, I hear you.
Batman, Batman, like that kind of shit. That's fucking dope.
Batman. So in our rapid fire news segment, this is going to be something. This is stuff that's just real quick that we go ahead and like to throw out there. So in our rapid fire, we've got Daredevil that's going to be premiering March of 2025. Mortal Kombat 2 will be in theaters October 2025, and Supergirl gets a release date of June of 2026. So that was our rapid fire news that we got.
You made it sound like it was going to be a whole Bible. It was like 3 things.
I know. That's why it's called rapid fire. That's why it's called rapid fire. Don't hate the messenger, okay?
Or my Saturday night dates, rapid fire.
Self burn. Those are rare. Those are rare. So recently Marvel had a little bit of a little outing. They ended up introducing a few things and had some they introduced that they knew that they now have a new division in Marvel Studios. So now, Marvel has a television division. So
is that still in the world of the? Is it James?
Yes.
Gunn? Okay.
No, for Marvel.
Yeah. No, not James Gunn. Kevin Feige.
Yes, it's still in the Kevin Feige realm. So Marvel is broken down in 3 different divisions now. We have Marvel Studios, which is the feature films. We now have Marvel Animation, which we have the What If series that's coming out from there. X-Men 97. Fingers crossed we get a Spider-Man. We get a Spider-Man 98, hopefully coming out. And now Marvel Television is going to be all the TV shows that are coming out. So that banner would fall under Daredevil. All the previous shows that we had, like WandaVision and things like that, those are going to be labeled as Marvel Television moving forward. So they got that division. So to now that we see Marvel trying to go ahead and show that it's not just all under one umbrella, they're breaking it down and having different heads from what I'm assuming is each division, So yeah, it is still in the realm of Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige is most likely going to be like an executive producer or something along those lines, but I'm sure there's going to be a head of Marvel Television and a head of Marvel Animation. So yeah.
You know what'd be cool?
What's that?
As far as the Daredevil live action show, if they did like a Clone Wars thing where if they do with the animated series, what happened between Netflix and Disney Plus?
Yeah.
That fill in the gaps, but through the comic book series. I'm saying
cool.
animated. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Clone Wars we talked about, but it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, that'd be kind of cool to kind of see it like that. If they actually did something like that, I don't know if that would actually work. Only because they're trying to separate. Or at least they tried to separate the Marvel Netflix shows and now the Marvel television shows. So they're saying it's not a direct. Daredevil's not supposed to be a continuation. It's not supposed to be like a season 4 or anything like that from the Netflix ones. It's supposed to be its own standalone thing, which it's supposed to be 9 episodes.
Oh,
and I think they're going to be at about an hour long, like 45 minutes to about an hour long. So there's that.
I hate
me. I know.
Same actors. It's the same this. It's the same that. This is what's going to put our foot, and this is what our pedestal that we're going to jump off of, but nothing counts. It's already wrong. You know what I mean? It's going to be amazing, but I mean, you're not jumping off of Ben Affleck Daredevil. You're jumping off of the fucking hallway scene. You're jumping off of fucking the fight with Elektra and them in the apartment. You know what I mean? Like, you're jumping off of very good content. The fucking Punisher episode when we thought Daredevil was dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just dumb.
I don't know, man. It's like there's a lot of things going on where it says like, yes, it is supposed to be a continuation of the Netflix series, and other reports that say no, it's not. So there isn't like an official like, yes, it is, no, it isn't type thing. Even Charlie Cox doesn't even know. Like, he was asked, and he's like, and he said to his knowledge, it's not supposed to be a continuation from the Netflix shows. So, you know, it is what it is. And I guess we'll find out in March of 2025 when Daredevil Born Again comes out on Disney Plus. So there's that. So, yeah, it's all right. We'll see what happens. I you know what? I do miss Mosby's negativity. I really do. I'm sure she would have shit on it somehow, you know. So I do miss Mosby's negativity in regards to this, and all of the show. So switching gears to DC. Do you know who Asher Angel is?
A wrestler in TNA?
No, not a wrestler in TNA. Okay, Asher Angel, a wrestler.
Asher Angel. Yeah.
It doesn't it sound like a very much a like
sounds like the bad guy in fucking like one of Biff Tannen's crew in Back to the Future. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just sounds either that or a Marvel character, Asher Angel.
I mean, yeah. So Asher Angel, if you guys do not know, you guys should be familiar with him. He was Billy Batson in the 2 Shazam films. Okay.
He was who?
Billy Batson, the kid that said Shazam.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, yeah. If you say it like that.
So he's gonna go ahead and play. He played Billy Batson. Rumor has it that he is in talks to play Nightwing in an upcoming either series or movie or something along those lines. I don't agree with that. Again, I feel that it's we already saw him as Billy Batson. I feel it should be given to someone else. It should be someone else that gets it.
World, there's so many actors. I don't understand. Like, hey, I like you. Let's put you as something. Like, come on, guys.
And this is something that we were talking about in our little group chat. It's like, I agree with Mosby. Mosby doesn't like it either. You know, and she says that she goes, I don't understand what James Gunn's vision is for this new DCU. It's frustrating because and like I told her, I go, just because it's a brand new head that's taking over DC Studios, why do we have to recycle actors? Why can't we get someone new? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. You know what I mean?
I do. You're frozen, but I do.
Yeah, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it, you know. There she is. It's Mosby. It's Mos. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like the fact that it's that we're at the point where we are now recycling actors. I feel that we need to start fresh.
If he features Shazam 3, is he gonna still play? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Well, there's not supposed to be a Shazam 3. Shazam's done. And as far as Zachary Levi has been very vocal about like him probably not coming back as Shazam. He was really like, he even said like, yeah, the first one was great, the second one was okay, you know. He said that he feels that, you know, there could have been a lot more story to tell with Shazam and Billy Batson. But he's even said that he hasn't gotten any calls from James Gunn or anything like that if he's going to go ahead and reprise his role. I don't think he's going to reprise his role. I don't think they're going to bring Shazam back. I think they're going to start. Obviously, they're starting fresh. We're going to start off with the Trinity again. We're getting a new Batman. We already have our Superman. I don't know who we're going to get as Wonder Woman. I don't. And I'm.
Have you seen that picture of the new Superman?
Yeah, of course. We talked about it last week.
Well, I wasn't here last week, but it's just funny because the look on his face and him getting dressed.
He's just like, fuck again.
That's how we go to work every fucking morning. Like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
All right.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take my time putting on my fucking shoes.
Meanwhile, fucking, oh my god, I'm on fire.
Explosions
right.
and shit.
All
Damn
right.
it, I'm up.
Hit the snooze like 3 times. Like,
Yeah. You know, and so that's what I'm saying. It's like we're getting a brand new Trinity. We're getting a new Batman, a new Superman. It's only a matter of time till we get a new Wonder Woman. I'm surprised that they casted Supergirl before Wonder Woman. I think they should have done Wonder Woman first, you know, before bringing Supergirl. But then again, you know,
maybe they're just trying to,
be different. Yeah, cool. I get that, but is it like, are we? I mean, let's be honest. Is there anyone that's there that is in James Gunn we trust?
I think it sounds very hit the ground running as opposed to this movie, Cyborg. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's very the Superman movie's already going to have Supergirl in it. Like, everybody exists.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of when we're going to show them.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know,
yeah, we already did the 3, and then now there's fucking this, and yeah,
it's just one of those things where I'm just I don't like the idea of recycling actors. I don't. You know, and then they're already saying, because there was an interview that Chris Pratt did with comicbook.com, and the interviewer asked him, like, okay, do you think that you'll be back as Star-Lord before being in James Gunn's DC universe, or what? You know, and then he says, do I think so? He goes, he played it safe, and he says, I think I'd be Star-Lord first before being in James Gunn. And
he guarantees he'll be in both if we go.
Yeah, and then afterwards he goes, you know what? He goes, actually, I guarantee that I'll be in both before, you know. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. Like I feel that, and this goes both ways. Actors that have been in the MCU, I don't think they should be going to DC, and DC actors that have been in DC shouldn't be going to the MCU.
If it's Cable Thanos, I'm okay, even though Thanos looks exactly like fucking Josh Brolin, but. At least
you think so? Not... I don't think he does. I don't think Thanos looks like Josh Brolin. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're tripping. He totally does.
I don't think so.
Okay, it is Josh Brolin though, right?
Right. Yeah. No, it is Josh Brolin.
But even then, so it supports even what I'm saying. If it's like CGI, or if it's a man under a mask or something like Deadpool, Deathstroke, and then you're this over here, like,
sure,
okay, all right. But if it's you with a part in the middle versus a fucking sweep over, like, no, because you're not going to give it that much difference. If you're like Ed Norton, or you know, he's fucked now, but Kevin Spacey, where you can play a completely limp character versus like over here, but
it's just, I don't know, man. I don't
agree though. I don't like it either.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's like there's a big possibility. Yeah, there's a big possibility. Yeah.
I don't ever heard of Corn Sweat, and Corn Sweat's going to be Superman. Like, that's good.
Mm-hmm. It's like we're getting. I know. And I'm sure Bully's watching. He goes, "Let the man fucking talk." We're gonna see Cavill. I know at some point we're gonna see Henry Cavill in Marvel. As what? I don't know. You know, there's talks that I've seen where he's gonna be Captain Britain. There's talks that he's gonna be playing another hero. Recently, I saw him AI generated him as Magneto. You know, so I'm just like, I don't know, man. I think
Pierce Brosnan is as Magneto, but
I think Pierce Brosnan would be a good Magneto. Now that I think about it, I think he'd be a good Magneto, aside from Ian McKellen. What's that?
They showed him with that white hair, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But actor-wise, like, Pierce Brosnan's a good actor, but he's kind of a popcorn actor.
But again, it's like he's a good actor, but like we were just saying, I wouldn't want to see him as Magneto because he was already Dr. Fate, you know?
Oh shit, that's right. Damn, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, he was already Dr. Fate in Black Adam.
Oh yeah. Sorry. My bad, Rock.
You know,
I'm
so
back to wrestling, buddy.
yeah, so and that's the thing. It's just kind of like, you know, Giancarlo Esposito says that he is in the MCU. They just haven't announced who he's supposed to be. You know,
that would
so,
be a dope Magneto.
And that's the thing. It's like, do you think he'd be a better Magneto, or do you think he'd be a better Professor X?
Oh, that's right.
You know, and
if he plays the Professor X, that's like almost like Batman, like
yeah,
painstakingly, this is for the good, and
sure.
I'm acting like a dick about it.
Yeah,
like that'd be cool.
Okay, but who would you? Okay, so would you prefer Giancarlo Esposito to be Professor X or Magneto, or do you prefer Mark Strong to be Professor X or Magneto?
Which one's Mark Strong?
Mark Strong. Did you ever see Kingsman?
Hell yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. So the he's supposed to be like the tech guy.
Fuck. No.
Really? You don't remember him?
No.
Mr. I Love the Movie?
I do, but I mean, I remember like all the
okay.
John
So
Wick.
Did you see the second one? Did you see the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when they're in the jungle and he steps on a landmine?
He's
the bad guy in Kick-Ass.
Green Lantern.
Yeah, he was Sinestro.
Yeah. Dude, yes. Oh my god. That is fucking hardcore.
That's what I mean.
The greatest thing is that they're both right. They're just going different ways about it.
And
I've seen that comparison with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Yeah, like they're trying for the same thing, but they're going different ways about it.
Yeah.
So Giancarlo, I feel I would go Mark Strong, Professor X, only because of
because he's already bald.
No, the way he was with Eggsy.
Yeah. Okay.
I need you to fucking be the hitman like right now because like it's happening. Like
sure.
And also there was he's about to bone down Eggsy. Like, you know, he has that comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mark Strong would be a good Professor X, and I think Giancarlo Esposito, because we've seen him as the villain in plenty of fucking. He was the bad guy in Abigail, you know, and I want to watch Abigail, you know. So it's one of those things where it's just kind of like I prefer and see, to me, I don't know if he even cares if he's typecast as the constant villain. You know what I mean? You can just tell that the man loves to act. You know, because we remember when we saw him at LA Comic-Con.
He loves to charge for pictures.
Yeah, well, there was
Zachary Levi that was like, "Oh, your girl bought a pic. All of you guys get in here." There was fucking John Zamo that was talking our ear off and being awesome.
Yeah,
that was so worth it because the people I would have thought would be standoffish weren't, and one that I thought would be like, "Come to me, my jungle friends, and be happy." He was not like. He was like,
I don't think that was him.
Okay, well,
I think it was his, right. I think it was his business partner. I think it was his manager that's like, "Oh, you can't take pictures. You can't take pictures." So he's more like,
even on him. You were on Leguizamo.
Yeah. And
remember, he was over here, and this guy still got all stupid about it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just kind of like it was more the business partner that was saying, or the manager saying, like, "Oh, you can't take photos. You can't take photos. You know, if you want to take photos, you got to buy a picture or whatever." You know, so it's just one of those things where I'm just kind of like, you know, if he's just more like, "Hey, that's my manager handling the money. You know, I'm just here to sign shit and take pictures." I get it. You know, he's trying to be very. Also,
I kind of feel too. I know I cut you off twice. I feel very Zach about it, but
It's
I
okay.
kind of want somebody 40 to 45 so that in 10 years he could still be Magneto and not like I tapped out after 2. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same way I felt about like I don't want it to be somebody that's 50 because he's not going to be there,
bro. It's like you're putting too many restrictions on it because Ian McKellen, I guarantee you, was over 50 when he did the first X-Men.
That is very true.
You know,
that is very true.
It's like we're at an age right now where all he has to do is raise his hand and make hand gestures, you know, and just kind of like fucking do shit like that, and it's all animation at that point.
But too, okay, he's a great example of he's right. He's just going the wrong way about it. Like when they're playing chess and like,
yeah,
they have that best friend vibe. It's just like, no, I'm just homie. Also, it's being like, you know, is it Judaism?
Yeah. He is Jewish. Magneto's Jewish.
So you know,
he's a Holocaust survivor.
He's been discriminated against twice. So like, it's just like, bro, it's just understand this is what I'm doing because,
yeah,
you know, we want to be free, so fuck them. And if they're not going to let us be free, fuck them. Like we got.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just one of those things where it's just kind of like, yeah, Magneto got the fucking shit end of the stick, you know, because of where he was born and his religion and shit like that. But it's still one of those things where it's just kind of like I see Magneto's point of view and I agree with some of the shit that he says, and I see Professor X's point of view and I agree with some of the shit that he says. You know what I mean? It's like, how far are you going to go before, you know, enough is enough? You know,
now that we've said it out loud, I kind of want Mark Strong to be the bad guy and
Giancarlo to be the good guy.
Because you know what I mean? Like it would be a lot of push and pull, and like Cyclops being like, "Why is Wolverine here?" And then Giancarlo just do that deadpan, like, "I'll kill everybody in the room" face, and then all right, we're good.
Yeah. You know, it's just one of those. I would love to see Mark Strong as Magneto. I think he would be a good villain. I think Giancarlo would be a great Professor X. You know, just to be on the other, you know, be a good guy for once. You know what I mean? So
a good guy, but just doing it
for sure,
like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, I told you not to go out there because I'm gonna handle everything my fucking self. But you're being a dick. But it's overall to protect people. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. No. Of course. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. I think it'd be a perfect fit. You know, for both of them to have those roles. You know, and that's why again I feel that there are other actors out there that can play these roles, and you don't have to be fucking recycling actors. You know,
remember the Sony? I mean, I don't remember James Marsden before Cyclops. Probably a million things, but I don't remember. I don't remember Famke, James Famke. I remember her last name.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in a million movies after that, and now I know her. But before
she was in GoldenEye before that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was a chick that would crush you with her thighs.
Good way to go out. But you know what I mean? Like before these
Famke
movies,
Janssen.
Tobey Maguire, never heard of him. I know he's a child actor.
Yeah.
But for me, general public, that made him Tobey Maguire. Like,
well, him and Leo DiCaprio are like best fucking friends, dude.
I know, but Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't anything when he was a kid, and then now it's Leo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How dare you call him Leo? He hates it.
Does he really? I don't know that.
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
He's dating 19-year-olds. Leo it is, dude.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, you turned 25? Say it ain't so. Fucking weirdo.
I wonder if you get a parting gift, like a brand new car or house or something like.
No, it's probably a purse and then a swift kick in the ass. Get out of my bed.
And it's, you know what's funny? That's a skit. Like the girl, the girl, 24, on the last day before her birthday.
Right.
Like just all, like I'll get out status, like all
cry. Yeah. Please don't kick me out, please. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's see. Shifting gears. Moving over to Amazon. Let's see. Phoebe Waller-Bridge has been tasked to go ahead and write and direct the upcoming Tomb Raider series in Amazon. If you guys don't know who Phoebe Waller-Bridge is, if you guys haven't seen Fleabag, she wrote and directed that. I think directed a couple episodes, but she is a creator of the TV show Fleabag over on Amazon. Fleabag, if you haven't seen it, is a fantastic fucking show. Very cool. It's got a few fourth wall breaks in there. It's fun. It's a good show. Which
The
actually
episodes are only
brings
like 15 minutes, huh?
huh
The episodes are like only like 15 minutes, right?
like 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
Something like that.
They're
Yeah.
not like a half hour. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're over like a half hour or anything like that. But if you guys get a chance, that's our recommendation for this week. Go watch Fleabag over on Amazon. It's going to be great. And you made that face because I know for a fact you haven't seen Covenant yet. I know for a fact you haven't seen it yet.
Hey, to be fair, I'm about to go to Vegas.
With
I
me.
mean, yeah. I'll see Covenant
Yeah.
there.
No, you won't. I like how you're just like, don't say anything.
I will. See you in Vegas.
So Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to be helming the Tomb Raider show over at Amazon Prime. So far, Amazon's been knocking the shit out of the park. I mean, with Fallout and Rings of Power and stuff like that, they're killing it, dude. They're killing it right now.
They are. But Rings of Power. I mean, okay. Wait, is that the second season's not out of Ring of Power, right?
No, not yet. They just dropped the trailer.
What was that? It's been a year.
I think longer, dude.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I get it because you want to make it look, they're filming in New Zealand again, but
For sure.
you want to make everything look legit. But
Yeah.
Man, we have this attention span now. Today, we have this attention span.
Pretty much.
I will watch the same fucking 5 shows because like I still haven't seen The Gentleman and I like the people in it just because I know I have to fucking pay attention.
You haven't seen the movie The Gentleman or the TV show?
I'm supposed to watch both. Is it based on the movie? The show? Ooh, I'm in. This is how the Kingsman happened though. You were talking about the Kingsman forever, and now I love the Kingsman, but it just it takes me forever to get there.
Dude, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, The Gentleman, it is a movie you have to pay attention. I mean, all of Guy Ritchie's films, it's stuff you have to pay attention to in order to catch on and to understand. Rock and rolla. But yeah, The Gentleman is really good. The use of the word cunt is very
amazing.
It's amazing in that film. And the way they all say it.
Moist. It's so many people's like, don't say that word, and it's like, nah, bro. That's their fucking. That's our like fucking like. You remember how you can't think of a word like fucking. That's like their.
Yeah. And I think like they use it so well in so many variations. The only time I've heard it used by an American actor is by Ryan Reynolds in Blade Trinity, when he called her a thundering
thunder cunt,
cock juggling thunder cunt.
But it's Ryan. I know we have so much to talk about. Did you see that thing where Feige said? I don't know if this is a real thing. Feige said Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds stop being Wolverine, stop being Deadpool.
No, he only told that to Hugh Jackman. He only told to like he's just like Logan went off with a bang. Like don't ruin it. Like that's what he meant by it. Like quit while you're ahead. So. Feige
they're not going to give us Tom Hardy because Tom Hardy would be fucking awesome. They're going to give us a WB motherfucker. You know what I mean? Even Home Slice, even Dove. Not Dove. The one they want to be Batman.
Oh, Alan Richmond or Richardson? The guy that was Jack Reacher?
But kind of make him John Wick where you only speak when you need to.
You only speak when spoken to?
Yeah, or you know what I mean? Like, don't make him like, I'm gonna talk every 10 seconds. Like, don't.
Did you know he was on American Idol?
I hate my life.
He was on American Idol.
Fucking busting our ass in his. Oh, I hate.
He was on American Idol. He was on American Idol when Paula Abdul was still a coach.
And nobody minded. And boning that kid on the show and nobody minded.
Yeah, and he serenaded her with a song. He sang to her, but it's funny the way he showed up. He showed up in a green t-shirt, jeans, flip flops, and I believe the man was wearing puka shells. That's when puka shells were in. Remember?
I do.
Yeah.
Those are called douchebags.
Yes, and he is now Jack Reacher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still douche. I'm just kidding, bro. I don't. You were fucking awesome as Hawk, but yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So, I want to see him in the Ungentlemanly Warfare film, the World War II. I want to see him in that one.
Hawkman, he would be cool. Like, it's not a main character, but it's like the way he's built would be cool.
Yeah, I think he'd be a pretty good Hawkman. He wants to be Batman, but I think he'd be a pretty good Hawkman. So
he doesn't look like he looks like a douchebag, so he doesn't look like he's suffered any. Like Ben Affleck has suffered a lot. Like fucking even now. Goddamn, sorry, team.
Look at the memes where he has the coffee in his hand and the cigarette. He's like, ugh.
It's just sad.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay because Nicolas Cage is going to be Spider-Man more.
I remember the day that I had to accept him as Batman. I was like, "Oh, this is just going to be."
I know we were talking
over again.
Yeah, we were talking shit about it, and it backfired on us because he was a really good Batman.
He was a really good Batman.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
But he was a really good Batman.
He was a good Batman.
And then kind of won us over. Like, hey, bro, I was wrong. He was the fucking man. Like, yeah, I don't know. Whoever hates it, fuck you.
It's like whenever we talk about it, and we're like, and we're just like, oh,
he's not Mike Keaton.
No, I know, I understand. But it's like one of those things where it's like when we talk about apologizing to Ben Affleck, I always picture in Happy Gilmore when he's apologizing to Chubbs. I'm dumb. You're smart. You're a better golfer. I play like shit.
You remember too? After he was cast as Batman, Kevin Smith was like, "I'm never going to be able to fucking do anything with him again."
Oh yeah, I remember.
Batman.
Yeah,
and Ben Affleck was still like down to earth, like he's
So
fucking amen.
Again,
mad respect.
Again, you're smart. I'm dumb.
I'm not attractive.
You are. But yeah, so Nicolas Cage is actually going to be Spider-Man Noir. I think this is going to backfire really bad.
You know what I loved him as in Kick-Ass, even though he was
when he was the Batman.
Yeah, and in part 2, I was very let down that he wasn't in it.
Because nobody
really dies. I know, but nobody really ever dies. So I kind of thought maybe, but I was kind of let down he wasn't in it. And this is
even the Jim Carrey character died in Kick-Ass 2.
He was the sergeant or whatever, right?
Yeah. He was like Sergeant Stars and Stripes or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm good.
I think this is going to backfire. I don't think this Spider-Man Noir. And keep in mind, this Spider-Man Noir is going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. So,
is he it's not a side character. He's the main Spider-Man.
No, he's the main Spider-Man. It's supposed to take place in the 40s. It's supposed to be a noir film. He's supposed to be fighting like Nazis and shit. You look so disappointed.
Well, that's being made for somebody. I'm not gonna talk shit because again, Ben Affleck made me fucking learn my lesson. But
yeah,
people didn't like the Marvels, but I liked the Marvels, so maybe I would.
The Marvels, they were all right. Correction, Jim Carrey's character was Colonel Stars and Stripes, not Captain Stars and Stripes.
My bad.
I'm just saying, dude. Don't get mad.
Retraction. Not at all, man. Just nobody gives a fuck.
I know.
Just like after part 1, part 2 is like, oh.
Yeah.
But that was another good thing was McLovin as of part 1, had a chance to shine and not be McLovin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I can not play a nerd. I could actually fucking act.
But he still came off as a fucking nerd.
In the beginning, but then I don't remember fucking his bad guy name, but you know what I mean? But
yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
What was it? I don't know. I don't know what the bad guy name was, but it was a lot of leather. It had a lot of leather in it.
Yeah.
So
and the little fucking it's a dead man's party, a pompadour thing that he had.
The name of his bad guy was the Motherfucker.
And how is that not Samuel L. Jackson? As the main henchman, at least. Anyway, but yeah, whatever, man. That's cool.
Right. For all of us anime fans, we get our first look of Terminator Zero, and this Terminator is going to be dropping on Netflix on August 29th, and is actually being created or in production with the studio that brought us Ghost in the Shell, with the classic Ghost in the Shell anime, which I saw as a kid, and it was good. It was good. It made me very curious about certain things about anime. If you know what I'm talking about. So, so it's going to be the same studio that's Ghost in the Shell studio that's going to be creating creating and dropping Terminator Zero on Netflix on August 29th. So that's going to be fun.
I always say, if it's Death Note anime, I'm all in. If
it looks like Death Note anime. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like Death Note anime. It looks like it's very serious anime.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't look like where they're gonna have like, something shocking happens and then they get like the sweat beads and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly that. So
you guys love it. It's not that I don't love it. It's that I don't love it.
I know, I agree. And then in Star Wars world, Ahmed Best wants to make a John Wick like Star Wars movie. If you guys don't know who Ahmed Best is, he was the voice of Jar Jar Binks, and in Ahsoka, he was the Jedi that ended up saving a couple of the younglings in Ahsoka.
What should have been the John Wick Star Wars movie?
Samuel L. Jackson?
No, it should have been the Boba Fett show. That's what should have been the you know what I mean? Like the few scenes that we got from Boba Fett, we thought whatever.
Yeah.
And I get that we're getting like the Professor X Boba Fett, but it would have been good to see that Boba, like the good, you know what I mean? Like just
sure.
This is how I take every motherfucker out. Like it's the best thing that I've loved about fucking John Wick is shoot your leg. I'm also gonna punch, kick, fucking elbow, judo, this, and then finish you off in the head. But you know what I mean? Like that's been the best. It's not.
Is it mostly the finishing off in the head that's the best?
It is.
Okay.
Hey,
you said it. You said it. In the head.
But I mean, guy to guy, you got to go ahead. God damn, that's what's gonna be taken in. No, all right.
Self burns. They are rare. They are rare.
Self burn, like just.
They are rare.
They are rare. That's twice in one show.
That is twice in one show. Let's see. What do we got? What else we got? Okay, so Natasha Lyonne joins the Fantastic Four, and if you guys don't know who she is, she came out in Orange Is the New Black. She also came out in the TV show Poker Face. She was also in all the American Pie films. If you guys don't know her, very talented, fantastic actress. If you guys haven't seen her,
you've never flicked the man in the boat. She taught me that phrase.
That which phrase?
Flick the man in the boat.
Nope.
Nope.
Not down
The
for that
clitoris.
one. Oh,
There it is.
that's typically checking the oil. So
Flicking the old mouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get that term until she said it, and I was like,
yeah,
that's fucking funny.
yeah. So
Nice.
so she has been cast in an unknown role in the Fantastic Four film, but a lot of people are speculating. Rumor has it that she's supposed to be cast as Alicia Masters, who is actually the Thing's girlfriend in the comic books. And with that rumor comes a possibility of who John Malkovich is going to be playing. And if this is true, I think we're going to
John Malkovich like 70.
John Malkovich is about 70.
Her
But
like maybe 45.
I guess I'm not sure. But I feel
John Malkovich as the Thing is Saturday Night Live.
John Malkovich is not playing the Thing.
Oh, okay. God damn, that's funny though.
John Malkovich is not playing the Thing.
Oh fuck, that's so funny.
The one that's the guy that's playing the Thing is he came out in The Bear. He was Cousin in The Bear.
Haven't seen it. We'll get to it. I know that's
Yeah.
a lot of people's fucking thing right now, but
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
So John Malkovich has been cast in an unknown role, but rumors are saying that he's being cast as the Puppet Master. So
John Malkovich as Doom.
no, I can't see John Malkovich as Doom.
Say that.
Mm-mm.
Like not turning into Doom, an established Doom would
No.
be fucking. You fucking. How dare you?
No, not how dare I, how dare the internet, because there's already casting for Doctor Doom. There are 3 current runners up, and these are the 3 runners up. Okay, Mads
These
Mikkelsen.
are the breaks. All right.
Mads Mikkelsen. Okay. Ben Affleck. And friend of the show, Cillian Murphy. And the only reason why I say friend of the show is because I was the one that called him Cillian, and I was correct.
Dope.
Cillian Murphy with the hard K is going to be Doctor Doom. I don't like Mads Mikkelsen, and the only reason why is because he played the bad guy in Doctor Strange. So we've already had him in the MCU. So I say no to him. Ben Affleck, again, with the way that I feel about them jumping ship, going from Marvel to DC, DC to Marvel, blah blah blah, this and that. I don't think Ben Affleck can pull off Doctor Doom. I don't.
Okay.
Cillian
Cillian
Murphy, on the other hand, I can see that.
Would murder it, but Cillian Murphy has proven that at least 50% is in his face.
Yeah, it's emotion.
Whether he doesn't want to be there, he doesn't want to whatever, like that's going to be hard behind a mask.
But have you seen Peaky Blinders?
No, but he wasn't behind a
That's
mask. Is he in a mask?
No, he's not in a mask, but he does not show a lot of emotion in Peaky Blinders. He's very stone faced.
All right. No, it's a great casting.
I would love to see Cillian Murphy. Mads Mikkelsen, we already saw him in Marvel as a bad guy. Ben Affleck, I don't know. I don't think Ben Affleck can.
I would rather see Cillian Murphy as Mr. Reed. No, what the fuck is his name?
Mr. Fantastic.
Only because it's against type. Plus, if we're ever going to get the age of Reed, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't. I went by the comic books and by the comic book show, and it was like, hey, I'm the Leonardo. I never got the arrogant part of it, like the way people are talking.
Sure,
but like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, if you're gonna go there, like, it's a good guy that is arrogant as fuck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't. I rather. Huh? What'd you say?
Are we still on the first part of the docket?
No, we're like already at the end of it.
Oh, okay, my bad. Because you guys are 2 hours and you guys aren't making comments, so you're making me feel bad.
Well, yeah, you should feel bad, sir.
Like if Squints and Matt, Andy's brother, had a kid, like that's the face you're making.
Sorry. I know. But yeah, that's for the Doctor Doom's casting. I strongly recommend Cillian Murphy. I don't know who else. I know Mosby wanted the guy that came out in Rock and Roller, who was Doom in the remake of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Wasn't he only shown for like 5 minutes? The biggest thing was that everything was story. We're on this rock. We got our powers. Fight. We're done. That was like the biggest like.
I have to watch it again. I don't remember. I have to watch it. I don't remember it.
It wasn't good. And then it's.
Yeah, I have to watch it again.
Shit. Hey man, Sue wants to talk to you. No, I'm too busy. Fucking WB bullshit, man. Fucking can't stand that shit.
I know. And our last topic for today's show, we've got some upcoming DC Comics. If you guys have not been following DC Comics, now is your opportunity. They are coming out with a lot of Elseworld stories. So if you guys haven't had a chance to go ahead and jump on the train for DC Comics, you guys have to do that. There is a really cool trailer for DC Elseworld that's going to be coming out in the summer. We have a Batman by Gaslight. If you guys haven't seen that anime on Max, there's going to be something like that coming out. There's a lot of... I noticed that there's a lot of vampires coming out. Like in the world of Marvel and DC. Marvel is doing one called Blood Hunt, which is Ash's favorite because, and the reason why it's Ash's favorite is because you got to pick up Hawkeye number 12 to start the arc, and then you have to go to fucking Avengers 21 to continue it, and then go back to Amazing Spider-Man 15 in order to just follow the storyline. So. And it looks like DC is doing the same thing. There's a lot of back and forth and a lot of jumping around and stuff like that. So they're calling it Elseworld. It says that Elseworld returns with a lineup of all new series starring DC greatest heroes in fantastic settings far beyond the DC universe. This exciting new era begins in June with Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, and the Kryptonian Age, followed by a new series launching monthly. So if you guys want to jump on this train, you guys want to get back into comic books, starting in June, this is when DC is launching their Elseworld projects. I'm gonna start another pull list and start picking up these comics because I haven't done it in a while. Marvel has already kicked off actually the new comics coming in. If you guys haven't done that, you guys need to check that out. And once we start getting these, once I start getting these, I'm gonna be reviewing some of these on the show, and we can go ahead and talk about the comic books and getting back into comics. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to go ahead and do. The one I'm really looking forward is Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I think that's gonna be really cool because it's set in the late 1800s. So it's going to be pretty cool. Let's see. So it is now time for our X-Men 97 recap. X-Men is over. X-Men 97 is over. The season is over. It's been a fucking episode. It's been a great 10 weeks for X-Men 97. I cannot wait for season 2. It makes me sad that it's over. I am optimistic about season 2, not so optimistic about season 3, and the only reason why is because Bo DeMaio is no longer a part of X-Men 97, so we will see how it goes, and I just hope that the second season is better than the first, or at least equally good. So this is your spoiler warning for the finale of X-Men 97, episode 10, Tolerance's Extinction, part 3. Ash, dude, what did you think about this episode?
Was amazing. Cried twice.
Why? What scenes?
Why? Let me explain why.
Okay.
One, mid-season when Gambit went out, he went out like a fucking G.
Yeah.
And then 2, Magneto, who we're not supposed to care about because he's the bad guy. The way that he went out, he was trying to protect people.
Right.
And looked that kid in the eye like...
And said, don't be afraid.
Right.
Yep.
It was very... Whether it's earthquakes, whether it's whatever, we've all been in that position of like, oh, like, hey, you know, we don't know what's going to happen, but we've all been in that position. Like, just to, you know,
calm somebody down. Yeah.
We've just all been in that position, and to know that, you know, you did that and that happened, it was like a big deal. So the reason I brought that up is because the 2 times I cried were I'm gonna do what I didn't do before and say goodbye.
Yeah.
And Cyclops,
yeah,
right. It's always been about Gambit. Gambit's super cool. Gambit is just like the Crow. The romanticism is you can't be with the woman that you love, but this is how much you love her.
Sure.
Is that you're willing to do this. That's always been Gambit. That's always been my shit. But even in the Sony Batman, the Sony X-Men, the way he won me over was Wolverine had him by the chest, like by the fucking collar, and Scott went like, "Can I fuck him up, please? Like, can I just like a little bit of a zap? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just that's how leader he was." And another leader was, everybody get off this fucking rock. I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's a fucking leader. Like, that was very Leonardo. That was very everything.
Of course, absolutely.
So with him saying goodbye, like, it wasn't I'm being a leader, as I'm being a dad. I'm being a fucking, you know what I mean? And it was very amongst myself and my internal shit, it was like very, that's the second time I cried. The other one was during the Magneto mind erase stuff.
Yeah.
When he came to, it showed every X-Men about to fucking give their life to stop the asteroid.
Right.
To a world that just said fuck you to them.
Yeah.
And that was fucking beautiful. And then it's also the same person. It's called the Magneto Project or the Magnus Project or something.
Magneto Protocol.
To stop him, and he's the one that fucking pulled the asteroid. It was a big fuck you to the human race. Because, again, that's fucking honestly what we do. If it's whatever people always talk about race-wise.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was only one fucking race or whatever, right? But then it would become, you have blonde hair, I have brown hair, I hate you. Like, you know what I mean? it would go down to the finest difference, and it would be fucking stupid.
Of course.
Like, it would just be nothing.
Absolutely.
Just that's how people make themselves better, and it's not. It's just hate for the sake of hate and better for the sake of better. Sure. You have nothing going for you. So fuck you. But that's how I feel so far as now these people that you just meant to fucking destroy with missiles are saving you. You know what I mean? That was fucking nuts. Yeah. And that was like a fucking it was a tearjerker to me, because it was like Rogue, like fucking like it was exactly what we saw fucking Tobey Maguire trying to hold the fucking subway. Like, it was that level of like, we're all about to die for these motherfuckers that hate us. It was beautiful.
No, of course, yeah. It was a really good episode. I was pleased with the finale. Did you see the end credits?
I did.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, there is an end credit scene. It was a nice little setup for season 2, and I'm very excited. And I don't know if anybody caught the little bit of Easter eggs of what to expect in season 2. If what I'm assuming is correct, we're going to get 2 storylines in season 2, just kind of like how we got 3 storylines. Yeah, we're going to get like about 3 storylines in it, just like we got in season 1.
The past and the future.
Right. So Forge and Bishop is giving hints away. This is starting. This is starting is hitting us up over on Instagram. Yes, this is the recap. That was my dog. We're getting 3 storylines.
This is Phil. If you're on, we're doing we talked about this yesterday.
Oh, so okay.
If you're on, just hit one of us up and we'll give you the room name.
Yeah. Yes, the end credit scene. But yeah, it was one of those where if we're getting the storylines, we are getting an Age of Apocalypse. Okay, we're getting Age of Apocalypse. We're getting
is if there's 2 Apocalypse and there's the X-Men we talked, because they saved him. Right. The that Apocalypse versus the Thanos Apocalypse would be cool. You know what they've brought up? They've brought up that. What do you know about Onslaught, Esteban?
That he is the psyche of Magneto and Professor X.
That's what they're talking about on the other show. So Onslaught's coming probably season 3, but this is
I was expecting we'd see Onslaught at the end of this season. Setting up for season 2. That's what I was thinking. That's what we would have gotten. Especially that's what it was leading to when Professor X ended up, essentially skull fucking Magneto into not remembering who he was. That's what I thought. That's where I thought we were going. I thought we were going with that. Yes, I did. I did say Professor X skull fucking Magneto.
Dawson Pacey moments in the whole like.
Did they?
Yeah, no, they had mad sense.
Dude, I was watching it. I'm like, are they hinting to Magneto and Professor X like having a thing?
Yeah.
Like, because like if that's what they're hinting to, I'm okay with it.
Absolutely.
Like I'm okay with it. I'm just like, it's like I was watching. I'm like, fucking kiss him already.
Yeah, that was also yes. Yeah. And I don't think of it as like I think of it as a love thing. I don't think of it as like
absolutely. No, absolutely.
But, it wasn't weird.
That's what I thought. That's how I pictured it too. I pictured it like they love each other, and I'm just kind of like, okay, cool. Let's go for it. But that's.
I don't think of it as like it was a choice. It was more of a like, fuck, you've been through everything.
Sure.
I mean, like that.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like when it's that, I'm just kind of like I'm just like, fucking kiss him already. Like, get it over with. Like, let's go.
Hey, we're
You
about to
know,
go to Vegas, bro. I don't want. Hey, hey,
hey,
hey.
yeah, hey. But going back to what I was thinking is that we're gonna get Age of Apocalypse, we're gonna get Days of Future Past, okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we're also
Oh,
gonna get a Cable storyline.
I don't
You
mean
know,
to bring the stuff that's happened on other shows,
sure.
but the talk was that we would get like the Wolverine
Oh,
Age of
Feral
Apocalypse.
Wolverine. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Feral Wolverine. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying we're gonna get Age of Apocalypse because you can't.
Okay, a general public, the Age of Apocalypse, Oscar Isaac Age of Apocalypse. I was like, oh, you
Okay,
know what I mean?
here's the thing. Here's
I
the
know.
thing with that. Here's the thing with that. Distance Learning says when in Vegas, and he says Distance Learning says when you're in your hetero life partner's brain. Yes, absolutely, 100%. That was part of that episode. But what I was going to say is that you can't have Age of Apocalypse without having Feral Wolverine.
Yeah,
Like you can't.
yeah, yeah. No, that
You know.
yeah. The
So
the the greatest thing about being on that show is I'm the general public. So when they're
yeah,
explaining that stuff to me, it's like when you said that right now, I was like,
sure,
yeah, because of
right,
this and this and this.
exactly.
I'm Marvel 1 series, Marvel 2 series, the cards, and the comic books that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. That's the thing is that I don't think a lot of people realize is by Magneto ripping out the adamantium from Wolverine's body, he is effectively helping him evolve or to mutate again, which is where he becomes Feral Wolverine. But if you really think about it, with all that adamantium tied to your skeleton, he has to have superhuman strength because it takes a lot to fucking move your body, especially with your skeleton being coated in adamantium. So now that it's out, think of it as walking around, and this is just like the simplest form, to kind of compare it to, is think of it walking around with ankle weights all day long, okay, for a week straight. You're walking around with the weights around your ankles for a week straight. And then the minute you take them off, you feel fucking light as a feather because you don't have that extra weight dragging you down. So you feel faster. You can move quickly. Huh?
Yeah.
We're agile.
You
know
are
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially that's what Magneto did. But the other side of that token is that it also unlocked a part of evolution for Wolverine where he becomes feral, which if you guys don't know, Mosby's been talking about this for a while, is that the older that they get, the more savage they become because they are slowly becoming more animalistic to their nature, So yeah, Discerning says Age of Apocalypse is probably the best X-Men storyline ever. I 100% agree. I would say that Apocalypse
Isaac stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
In the comic book, yes, absolutely. It was the best storyline.
Okay. Yeah.
This is what you have to think about. Okay, with that and with that end credit scene where Apocalypse finds Gambit's card. Gambit's coming back in season 2. There is not a doubt that that's going to happen. He's going to be the horseman, one of Apocalypse's horsemen, and he's going to be the horseman of death. He's going to be the death horseman. And this has happened before, but the only difference compared to the comics and to the show is that Gambit willingly went to Apocalypse for this to happen, when in the show Gambit died and he was resurrected and is most likely going to become one of the 4 horsemen of Apocalypse. So there's that.
Doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that he'll choose to, but he'll choose to so he has one last chance to see Rogue. It's
absolutely.
It'll be like that. It'll be like you have one fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But is he gonna come back all fucked up and zombie like? Like that would be kind of dope.
Yeah. I want everybody to have their credence. I want everybody to have their whatever. I don't want it to be like, this is the way we talk our way back into getting Gambit.
Yeah,
especially because Gambit's my shit. Like I don't want it to be where like I'm happy, but no one else is happy.
Yeah.
Like if it's a zombie, whatever, and then all of a sudden, like it's a Mr. Sinister type of situation. Where, like I need to change you back to blah blah blah.
Yeah, no,
whatever,
for sure.
Fuck, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah,
but that's just always been my shit.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a season 2 of this, and this. Because people are more looking forward to Onslaught than the fucking Apocalypse. But
I think
real quick, what's crazy is after Thanos, this is what we were waiting for, and we're getting it in the animated series. We're not getting it in the fucking Sam Wilson, I'm the fucking Captain America.
Right.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's just because we're taking so fucking long with every other fucking thing.
And here's the thing with that. Okay. It's like they were, Bodemaya was told, do not bring in the do not tie in the Avengers. Do not tie in Deadpool. Do not tie in, Spider-Man. Don't do any of that stuff. So they told him, don't tie them in, but he didn't. He followed the rules. And you know what? More and more, I think that's probably why he got fired, is because they told him not to do this, but he still did it. But he only had them as cameos. He didn't have them in the integral storyline of the X-Men. Discerning is saying, do you think they'll swap Death as Gambit instead of Archangel? Absolutely, 100%. I think that's what they're going to do. They're definitely going to do that. I can see Archangel probably being Famine, if anything.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say only because with the animated series, again, they have to impress. Again, they have to impress us, but they have proven to care about the people that know the story.
Right. And to your point, the reason why a lot of people prefer Onslaught is because if you did not follow the comic books to know who Onslaught was, you got Onslaught in one of the X-Men video games. He was the main bad at the end of the video game. So everyone knows him because they played the video game. And some may know him because they played the video game and they read the comic books. So if you don't, I think it was like X-Men Children of the Atom or something like that, where Onslaught was the bad guy. Something, it was an X-Men video game though. I remember it because I played it. Onslaught was the big bad in that entire game. So a lot of people that didn't know the storyline or didn't know who Onslaught was, they just thought it was just a powered up Magneto because he had the same color scheme as Magneto.
Yeah.
And
the way that it was explained to a lot of general public was that it was Magneto and Juggernaut. That's the way it was explained to the general public. The people that didn't read the comic books. It was just like the powers or whatever.
Right.
So the way that it is like Juggernaut's unstoppable, but after he starts, that's the way we up.
Right. Because it's the crystal of Syriac that gave Juggernaut essentially his powers.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's when he starts. That's why when you fuck him up before he starts.
Right. Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's just one of those things where I feel that a lot of people prefer Onslaught because they know who Onslaught is because they probably played the video game, and they know the video game, and they may not know the storyline in the comics, or it could be vice versa. They know the storyline, but they never played the video game.
True. And Mr. Sinister kind of is a whole series amongst itself.
Oh, absolutely.
And in the end, he ended up Bob Gunn, like your side project, your nothing.
Yeah,
and
Sinister turned out to be a side bitch. That's what he turned out to be.
So it's crazy because the way that I saw this done was we have one series to do.
Mm-hmm.
If this is one that stands alone, we're not going to plan on season 2, season 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one full story that we will tell, because it's like everything will be handled and it could stand alone on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we're left with whatever, Disney, it will never happen. But Disney says no for whatever reason. The cliffhanger is Apocalypse.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Everybody's fucking happy.
Yeah.
So far as we can watch this again as a one fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, hey guys, we're gonna go into fucking season 5, blah blah blah. Like, it's not feeding any further thing. We are here. You know what I mean?
No, I completely understand. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we're in season 2. We're gonna get multiple storylines all at the same time. We're gonna get the Age of Apocalypse. We're gonna get Days of Future Past, and we're gonna get a Cable storyline at the very end. Because if you guys aren't familiar with Cable storyline, Scott and Jean do go to the future to raise him. You know, so they are aware. You know, and then we get an idea of the technovirus. You know, as well. If they're following the Cable storyline, I think it's like in Cable issue 25 or something like that. Disconcerting always says we're talking Age of Apocalypse, Onslaught, and they're also setting up Avengers versus X-Men. If they set up Avengers versus X-Men, that fucking comic line, man, so good, because we get to see Phoenix Force.
So hit one of us up and come in here,
you know, to get the Phoenix Force. Yeah, that was
because the Phoenix Force was water and not fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I think it's whatever they want it to be. I don't think it's necessarily one or the other. But overall for X-Men season 1, X-Men 97 season 1, I give the entire fucking series 12 out of 10. Such a good series. Fantastic series. I'm sad that it's over. Can't wait for the next season, but we all know that it's going to be like a year before we see
it's that they are doing pickups for the next season. Meaning there is a plan. If they're doing pickups, means they're already filmed shit.
Yeah.
What I mean, like they've already cartoon shit.
No, I know. And that's the thing, is that Beau DeMaio was let go while he was writing season 3. You know.
That's
so
nuts.
Yeah.
And that sucks because that might be the shark moment.
Yeah.
If we ever got a continuation of Batman the Animated Series, where things count, the past counts, and this is what we're doing. Yeah, you would never have to talk to me. I would be all fucking.
No, I know.
Be amazing.
I know.
All right, we're at fucking 1:30. Let's do fucking last call or after dark.
So, thank you. On that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for comics. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys watching us live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. We appreciate all the followers on our YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. We're trying to get to 500 total, but you know, baby steps. Let's do 300 first, and then go from there. But on that note, we're gonna wrap it up, and we will see you guys next Wednesday. This episode should drop on Monday. If it doesn't, it's probably because we're still hungover from Vegas, because we're leaving to Vegas tomorrow.
We're gonna definitely be hungover from Vegas, but also we're gonna do a Comics After Dark, which you might see fucking Phil from Distance Nerding. We will work on that. Maybe.
Yeah, we will see.
We'll nerd out more.
Yeah, we'll nerd out more. We'll see you guys later. Good night.